Assemblyman Jeff Gonzalez, thank you so much for making time for us.
Thank you for having me.
You are one of a few veterans that serve in our legislature. Tell us about your service and how that led you to become a lawmaker.
Yeah, you know, I am the only veteran in the state assembly, and there are 4 in the Senate. So altogether, we make the band of 5 veterans. You know, at 19 years old, I joined the Marine Corps. Someone said, while I was going to college, they said, there's no way that you could join the Marines. They're the hardest ones. And I said, watch me. So I joined the Marine Corps at 19, served over 2 decades in the Marine Corps, 4 combat tours, 2 to Iraq, 2 to Afghanistan. I served on diplomatic assignment in Honduras and the Czech Republic, and along with the Secretary of State through her tours in Africa and Europe. And you know, I saw the world, and it was an amazing experience. That's where I spent my adult years, is growing in the Marine Corps. But also, you know, I saw some tragedy. 10 of my Marines died by suicide, and I was going to be number 11. But by what I say is my dental floss of faith, I was able to reach deep inside and hang on to my faith, and thank God I wasn't number 11. But what that led me to is becoming a pastor, because I felt like if God can save me, then maybe I can use what I've learned to help save my other Marines and service members. So I became a pastor and small business owner, and you know, here I am today as a co-founder of the Veterans Caucus in the state legislature.
Why was it important to establish this caucus of just a few people?
Look, I look at the Battle of Thermopylae, the 300. This was a small group of people that stood up against tyranny. And not to say that there's tyranny here, but this is a small group of people, of advocates that come together to not only stand up, speak out, educate and empower, and inform folks about a unique niche group of people, which are the veterans, military, and their families. You know, we've been through it, we've done that. And sometimes these nuances mean the world of difference when it comes to sitting in a committee, talking on the floor, or advocating for that community.
Yeah, and that caucus is made up of Republicans and Democrats. In this moment of America 250, I mean, from your perspective, is this more of a bipartisan moment, or do you feel like there's a lot of division in this country right now?
There's a ton of division in this country, and you know, people like that. They like division because that sells. But in the military, we believe in being united. We call it the blue arrow, the unifying objective. Doesn't matter where you came from, doesn't matter what branch you're from. We all have a unified goal to achieve the mission. And I take that very seriously when I come here to the state legislature. You know, Senator Caroline Menjivar is a Democrat and I'm a Republican, but we're both Marines. So we come together, we leave that party stuff off to the side. We say, what can we do together to help advocate for our military and veteran community? And that's the stance that we take. That's the stance that I've taken since day one. And that's the stance that I'll continue to take and fight for across the board. People want me to, you know, be far right or far left or in the center. I'm nobody's anything other than I'm just Jeff. I'm just a Marine, and I want to do what's right for my community. And that means putting those things to the side. And that's what America 250 is about, is remembering that we came together as a group of, some might say a band of misfits, came together to form this union to make it more perfect. We have a history, and some of it is not so good. It has its bumps. But when we can come together and look to the next 250 and say, what can we do to unite us instead of divide us? That's what America 250 is about. It's about the struggle that got us here, but about the future that we have. You know, my dad is from Mexico, from Oaxaca. He came to this country with very little, and he worked 2 and 3 jobs just to take care of our family. And he says I honored him by joining the military, but he honored me by serving in our community, by working. And I think this is another way that we can look at America 250 years and say, we've come from all over. And together we can unite under one flag of freedom, one flag of celebration, and one flag of future prosperity, of future unity. That's what America 250 really is about, is the world coming together, even our First Nations, our first people coming together, all of us saying, united we stand.
And you took the initiative to organize California's, here at the state capitol, the celebration for America 250. A lot of people are focused on the federal, nationwide celebrations, but what is California's role in this, and why was it important for you to highlight that at the state capitol?
You know, the assumption I had coming here was that there would be a celebration, right? It's 4th of July, it's Independence Day, that there would be a celebration of 250 years. Unfortunately, no one planned it. There was nothing. And, you know, I got my team together. I said, we have to do something, and we have to do something big. I want flyovers. I want an honoring time. So we asked for the rotunda to be lit, and they came back and told us, no one's ever done that. No one's ever lit the rotunda red, white, and blue. So we said, well, we're going to light it red, white, and blue. We said, well, we want a military flyover, and we want a celebration military medley. And
Hold on, did that shock you that California's Capitol Rotunda has never been lit red, white, and blue?
It shocked me, but I wasn't surprised.
Okay.
But that's why the Veterans Caucus is so important. That's why having veterans in the legislature is so important, because we have to remind people that we're still on the front line. We still defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and or domestic. Even in this role that I sit here today, it's important that I am an advocate for those who are serving and those who have served. So yeah, it was a shock, but at the same token, not so much. So we asked, all right, then let's get a flyover. Let's get a band. Let's get all kinds of things. Let's get an artist who can capture the moment while it's going. And again, no one had planned these things. So my team came together, and because of their hard work, we're able to have a celebration this Wednesday at 6:30 sharp military time. We will have a celebration of America's 250 here in California. As the 4th largest economy, as a leader in this nation, I think it's also important that we be a leader in celebrating America.
And as we do that, as we celebrate this country's 250th year, what's your message to Californians, to Americans moving forward as we go into year 251 and beyond?
Yeah. Slow down. Slow down to be thankful of what a blessed nation we live in, because we could be anywhere in the world, and there's some really bad places that I've been to, and we're not perfect. But slow down in trying to run for division, and slow down in trying to listen to all the rhetoric, but most importantly, come together, just as neighbors, right? As men, as women, as people, as Californians. Come together, because that's when we're the strongest, when we're united, right? Not because we're Republican or Democrat or independent or no party preference or whatever in between, but because we are united as Californians and united as Americans. That's what we can do. That's my message, is slow down and come together.
Assemblyman, is there anything else you think we should know?
We have an obligation, we in the legislature, and we as constituents. We have an obligation to take America's history, battered, bruised, broken, and blessed, and move it to its next 250. Now we can choose to let it sit and not do anything, or we can choose to make it better. So I tell people, join me in making California better and making America better.
Assemblyman Jeff Gonzalez, we really appreciate your time and sharing your story. Thank you.
Thank you so much.